Hi, I'm Wendy, and if you're watching this video, thank you for liking my blog, Pieces of My Heart. Why would God allow innocent people to suffer at the hands of others? That's something I would like to talk about, and I've written down a few things. I've heard this question a lot of times asked in a lot of different ways pertaining to a lot of different things. And it's very hard to answer this question when someone asks. But I want to give you something to think about. And I'm very excited to hear what you have to say. So I'm just going to get the ball rolling and see what happens. First of all, I'd like to say that it's not up to us to speak for God, but to speak of God and to speak about God. God can speak for himself, and I believe he wants to speak to us, and he's just waiting for us to listen. He wants to teach us things that we don't recognize or have never been addressed in our lives and in our world. What we should consider is that we have our own sins that we cannot control ourselves. Will we ask God to just take us out, or will we call on God for his mercy and his help with our sins? Our response to injustice should actually show us the condition of our hearts if we are paying attention, rather than the injustice and sin that comes from the hands of wicked people who don't even know God. And sometimes it may not be wicked people. It just may be a Christian that struggles in different areas. But if you don't know God, you're definitely not going to respond in a Christian way. The Bible labels us as hypocrites if we do otherwise. That is a very sobering thought. Matthew 7, verse 1 through 5 states this, and I'm going to read it. Judge not that you be not judged, for with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when there is the log in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. I mean, I've heard this all my life, but I haven't noticed it in pertaining to this subject. And it's very hard. It's hard for all of us, and nobody talks about it much anymore. It's hard to hear. It is very interesting, though, to me, that we have to look beyond a very large log in order to see a tiny speck in someone else. But this is actually what most of us do. But getting back to the original statement, why would God allow innocent people to suffer at the hands of others? It all ties together. Until you or I can manage our own selves and become responsible or accountable for our own sins, how can we really have any place to question God, who is sovereign and without sin? For me personally, I know I have issues that need to be addressed. So I'm going to focus on, or try, Lord willing, to focus on and surrender and let God take care of his own children. After all, no one should attempt to manage the children of another. It's not appreciated. Definitely, we should not try to level ourselves to God. We must respect the fact that God is sovereign and recognize that his ways are higher than our ways and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. So instead of paying attention to the unjust actions of others that we can never completely do away with, we need to see if we have actually been the cause of that ourselves, and make sure that others are not suffering injustice at our hands. So I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. It just popped into my mind, and I thought I just want to share it with you all, see what you feel about this. Thank you so much for watching. It's all about Jesus. Have a great day.